Good morning. Not quite as ominous here this morning in the clouds. So we're going to run up to the irrigated field here and take a look around. I'm going to try and start it back up. I know it rained yesterday. We had 7/10 or 6/10 here. There's chances of more rain today. I get it. I probably don't need to start it up, but we need like an hour or two to finish the field the whole first time over. And I would like that to happen and for it to come back to its home point, or close to its home point. So if I can do that before it rains again today, we should do that. All right, let's get everything going here. We got to check the oil on our generator, which is on the other side here. It's right at the top notch. It could probably use a pint, but it'll be fine. Fire it up here. We're gonna let that warm up for a second. Our injection pump does not seem to be putting on as much fertilizer as it is supposed to be. Now we are getting it on because we started up here and now we're down here, but we were supposed to use this whole thing up covering this field one time. We're clearly not doing that, so I wonder if my filter's plugged. We're gonna check that. I think I need new seals in the injection pump, the piston there. We're just gonna let it keep running until this runs out. So, but we're gonna clean our filter out while we're here. There was nothing in that filter, so it's got to be in our injection pump and the seals. Oh well. I know it works at higher rates. It's at the lower rates that the seals are worn, I think. Yeah, like I said, I need a kit for it. So anyway, I started the machine up. It's clear back there in the corner, and it's kind of on its backbone right now, changing paths. So I'm kind of watching here, waiting for it to get to the next path and for everything to start up here. I need to wash my hand off and I need the well to turn on. So we're waiting for it to get to where it needs to go. All right, well, we're running here. It's convenient having this one here because I can do this and now I can wash my hands. All right, well, we'll let this go until it rains again today. Oh yeah. One of the issues that we ran into last week, and remember it was outrageously hot last week, but our VFD was overheating on us. And so we have decided that we need a fan kit for this enclosure that we made. So I have one ordered. We should actually get it today. When we were running it straight from the generator with the wires draped in the door and the door open, it wasn't a problem. After we wired the panel in and now we had this door closed, it was getting too hot in there and overheating the VFD and kicking it out. So Dad brought up a fan and we got a vice grips there that we kind of clip on the door and just leave it like this. Problem is that makes it not watertight anymore. So when it's gonna rain, we make sure we shut it off real fast. The rain will help settle our trench a little bit. We need to get up here with a scraper or backhoe or something and at least level this bit off a little bit where we've been driving across it. There's the machine way over there. Like I said, I just kind of want it to finish that point and work its way back to the center here. It'll start going that way if I let it. But we've got plenty of moisture here for right now. I don't know that we need to. That is one of the advantages of this type of irrigation, though, with this rain machine, is that we don't have to be dry to run it. So we can put on nitrogen and phosphorus and potassium and zinc and sulfur and everything else when we need it, not only when we need to irrigate it. Our corn here is looking fantastic. It's beautiful. It's growing. We're yeah, mid-chest high here on me. Looks pretty good, decent color. I hear some reports of tar spot being confirmed in the country. Northwest Indiana is the closest I know of confirmed, but I'm sure there's more around. So looking like it's going to be sort of a bad year for tar spot. We're going to have to keep a real close eye on that over the next month here. But right now, corn's in good shape. Sitting in my computer and I got an alert that our rain had stopped, and I tried to restart it and it wouldn't go, so I'm not sure what's going on. We're gonna walk out here. I'm hoping it's not stuck. Some kind of a heading error. I'm gonna see if I can move it manually, get it back on its line, and then let it take off. Well, I'm not sure what's going on here. It was starting to turn and it was giving me a heading error, so I backed it up and I told it to just go to the next path. So it should start backing up and picking up hose here. It's building pressure, so we're waiting for the water to turn on, and there we go. Now it's running, now it's moving. So maybe we fixed it. You can see we don't have a whole lot of hose left on there because we've got a lot of pipe laid out to get way back. Our pump is way back over by that barn. Our riser's out there. Okay, well, now it seems to be running. It's plenty wet out here. We don't really need to be running this right now. My goal for today is literally just to finish this point. We've got from runs 92 to 102 to do there, and then it will go all the way back to its home point, so that if we miss the rain today or when we're ready to start it up again, it'll be where I want it to go to the north there and start our second pass over everything. So it's not so muddy that it's getting stuck or can't do this. The water's still getting in. We're still putting our nitrogen on, our fertilizer on. So it's still a good thing to do, I think. Just not 100% necessary. Seems to have fixed it. Running up here to do that is still better than changing it every 4 to 8 hours, depending on how long our runs are. And yeah, this corn is growing. Look how tall it is. It's awesome. Comes our water right on the base of the plants. Man, that is a beautiful thing. Corn's nice and green almost all the way down. It looks fantastic. Just sitting here to watch it make this next turn, make sure everything's still good. So it's going on in these end rows, or the second pass on the ends is using as its backbone. Here, let me just show you. Like that. So it's going to come back here, it's going to turn and back up, going back that way, and then it'll drive forward this way to the next pass here. So back up here and then drive forward and then take this pass. And then these get shorter and shorter and shorter until you get to 100, and it's just a little short dude. It's got these coupled to try and catch some of those end rows there. We're out of hose, that's why there's a gap, because that's as far as we can make it. So that's the gap between 97 and 88 there of what we couldn't reach. Starting to make its turn back to the center. Get lined up with the ends, and then it'll come out farther. You know, the part where you guys tell me it's mowing down all the corn and there's nothing left standing. I should bring the drone up. Today would be a good day for a drone. Oh well, except for we're in the point in these short little rows and it's not a good spot to film it. Yeah, we'll get the drone up and I'll show you the center lane. I don't think it's nearly as bad as what you guys seem to think from the videos. Okay, so it's backed up to this, lined up with the rows. Now it goes forward. Up to the next path. So just finished 92 there. And it's going up to 93. And now we're turning out to the next path. Now it should stop somewhere in here and wait for the pump to turn on. Once it gets lined up, there it stopped. Now we're building pressure. Waiting for that water pressure to come up right here. Now it's over 2, should turn to running, and off it goes. Dang, that thing is so cool. Sweet. Alright, we should be good to go. We're going to let her run and head back to the farm here. We got to go get our trailer unloaded, all those boxes that we picked up yesterday. Yeah, so we've got this river crossing that helps me get back to this point a little bit easier. Normally it's pretty easy to get across with the gator, but it rained yesterday and I was a little nervous the first time. I'm a little nervous this time, but we made it. I got a little wet, but we made it. Ugh. We've had a cylinder leaking on our forklift for a while here. Same thing that was happening to one of mine earlier this spring, and one of Brock's buddies, guy in the fire department that works on forklifts, came and fixed it for me. We had him come to work on this one, and he had the wrong seal kit. So he got it all taken apart for us. Dad went this morning and got the seals, and now we got to put it back together. All right, well, we got our cylinder put back together. You can't see nothing with the light there. Anyway, it's back in. We've got to get the ram connected up. He's got it chained up so that it's, yeah. So Dad's going to try and lift. Oh, slowly. And we got to get a bolt in up there once it gets up there. Hold it. All better. Run it all the way up and down one time. Make sure we get the air out. Huh? It should. I'm gonna hit. Go down. See if it goes all the way down. Hey, yeah. Uh-oh. I don't know. Won't go down any farther? It's not indexing right.
Something get changed?
Cylinders aren't going in all the way. Why is that? Alright, well, I guess we're not done yet. Got it on the ground. Our cylinder was rotated a little bit and we were hitting a hydraulic fitting, so we had to loosen stuff up and change it. We're topping off our oil. Good to go for another 10 years. Here are the old seals. Clearly, that one was a problem. And that one was a problem. And that one was a problem. So they got replaced. Grabbed some lunch, and then we came out and we're getting our trailer unloaded here. And now we're reloading it. Putting the rest of the beans that we need to take to Berkey on the trailer. We've got a pile of empties there. I counted them up. We're at 110 empties right now. That's significant. Just got loaded up. A few raindrops. It doesn't feel like a day we're going to be able to plant with beans. So I'm debating maybe not going to Berkey today. Just having this ready to go for tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to take my truck back to the farm there and see what's going on, and we'll make a decision. Check the radar, and Well, it's raining at Berkey. We've had a 1/4 of an inch down there already. No, I did not get it from your sandbox. So we're gonna work on something else. Let's set a flagpole. We got some sand and everything around, and I happen to have a man lift that's gonna make this job way easier, so we're gonna use it.
You should have used the one that's inside.
Should have used the man lift that's inside? It can't go on the stones in the grass. It has to stay on concrete.
Does?
It does. We got some help, so we'll see how we do here. We got to put the we probably don't actually. There's a flashing collar that we're supposed to slide on from the bottom, but I have a man lift. I can lift it over the top and set it all the way down from the top, and that'll be easier. So we're just gonna do it that way. Ooh, we got it in place. Here, get my level. So I found some hardwood wedges to center this. They're a little too big. I should have got some with a longer taper on them, but we've got it, and I'm pretty happy with. That makes your levels not look very good, but I'm pretty happy with this. That's pretty good, and I checked all 4 sides. I think we're okay, so we're gonna start pushing some sand down into that hole there and packing it in good, and it'll hold it in place, and then we can put it all together. Okay, now I need a stick, something to pack it in. Awesome. Pick up my kids' trash here, but we got her packed in there. It's solid, it's not going anywhere. Oh, it's tall. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we got to pull some of this sand out of here. I'll try and scoop some of that back up. But you're supposed to leave it down an inch or two and then fill this with some sealant to keep the sand dry. Worst case scenario here, if we would have gotten it wrong, is we pull the pole out, we vacuum the sand out, and we try again. So if we can keep that sand dry, it's a whole lot easier if we ever do have to take it out for any reason. So that's what we're going to do. It's secured, so we need to slip our flash collar down and put the top on the truck. I think they call it a truck. That piece. Now, can I get that around the truck, or do I gotta put the flash collar on first? It had to go first. So now we go back up. Now we got to fish the cable down. So this is an internal hailered flagpole, meaning it does not have a rope up the outside. It's a cable that goes down through the middle. And we got a winch on the bottom to raise and lower the flag. It's a nice one. So we've got to fish that cable down through there and then thread it on our winch assembly. I think I've got everything up there. And we've got a cable running down the side with a weight on it, but I got to get the winch attached correctly. I don't have it correctly, but almost done. It is all together. It's time to raise a flag. I ran it up and down once and everything's good. We got a big flag. 5x8. Let's go. Not bad, not bad. I just need a little breeze. I need a little breeze. I don't want a strong wind. I want a little breeze, just so I can see what it looks like. But I think it's awesome. It's a big flagpole. I Thought it was too small when I first put it up. Now I look at it, well, yeah, that's the right size. It's good. So we need to clean up our dirt down here. And yes, I have lighting in plans. Like, we don't have it yet, but I want to do some more general landscaping in the whole area here. Go around the flagpole, the area between the flagpole and the electrical stuff there. Plant some tall grass in here or something to hide that a little bit better, clean it up, and then we can run some lighting. I got electric right there, so it shouldn't be too terribly hard to do. So that is the plan. But yeah, flag's in place. Awesome. Okay, we got our flagpole up. It's awesome. Looks great. The rain has finished the field, the entire field. Oh, come on. I am new to Spotify because I had been using Google Podcast and they kind of ended that. I am not a fan of how it just starts playing automatically every time that it connects to my Bluetooth. Doesn't matter if it's the tractor, the combine, my earbuds, anything, it just starts playing, and I hate it, and I have not figured out how to turn it off, and I have looked. Anyway, so the rain has made it over the entire field at this point. We've covered everything one time. It's not raining today. It doesn't look like it's going to, but we don't need to be running it. So we're going to go up there and shut the generator off. It is at its home point right now. Probably tomorrow we'll start it back up, but we'll just kind of see how things look. Just shut the generator off there. It is trying off on top up here, but it's still plenty wet. So, like I said, maybe tomorrow we'll fire it back up. I don't know. It kind of depends on the weather and what things look like a little bit. I'm hoping we can combine wheat tomorrow. That's questionable too. Oh, look at that. Flags are flying. Beautiful. It's coming to get the backhoe so we can clean up our... Look at that flag a flying. It's awesome. Heck yes. All right. I got my dirt cleaned up and the sealant put around the sand, on top of the sand there, so it stays dry and doesn't get a bunch of water in it. So we're good to go. Good thing to get done today. Bummer we couldn't actually go and harvest or plant beans, but we ended up with a 1/4 inch of rain at Berkey there. So wasn't going to happen today. Maybe tomorrow we'll go down at least, get those beans down there, and hopefully be able to start planting some double crops. Every day we wait now, it's costing us yield. So we're still really early for double crop, but we need to get them in the ground. Like, the potential is much higher. Planted the 27th of June tomorrow than it is the 10th of July. So let's get them in the ground. Anyway, thanks for watching this one. Hopefully back to harvest tomorrow, or at least something more exciting. Have a great night. We'll see you guys in the morning.